No, Melina.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Bison?
Yeah.
Oh, so weird when you say her first name.
I know.
Yeah.
I should just call her Honey
It's
Bison
like
too.
calling Eminem Marshall. Good morrow, everybody.
Good morrow, everybody. My name is Robin, also known as Sunny Side Up Gal, and today we have a very special guest.
Hello, my name is Michael, a white person.
And I'm a crow. Why did we wear costumes?
Well, I had a monologue written, but then I was like, no, that's going to ruin the vibe of the show.
Okay.
Because, like, I was thinking about, like, what would I do if it was my show? But I'm like, it's not my show. So, no, it ruins the vibe.
I don't think it would ruin the vibe. All right. So, if you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Go ahead and give me a subscribe if you haven't already. Go ahead and like the video because I know you're going to like the video. Everybody loves it when Michael visits.
Not always. I saw someone that called me a meth head, which was wonderful.
It's so funny. We both thought that he said metalhead.
Oh, that's why I wrote "Rock On, Bud," and then we read it again. He said meth. And you're like, I can see it. Yeah.
Tell us, Michael. Tell us what you're running the show today.
Okay. So. I told Robin that I wanted to do an episode on dietitians, mainly because she usually does episodes on IRBs, insulin-resistant baddie influencers, and I'll be honest with you, if I had a channel, I probably wouldn't focus on the influencers because I think the influencers are just dumb, but that's just my opinion. I have an issue with the corporate side of all the IRB stuff.
The system.
Yeah, the system. I was thinking, what do I look up? And how did this all start? So it first started with this. It started with me, because I don't know any of this stuff. I don't really watch diet channels or anything like that. So I was like, how do I look at the creation of the fat acceptance movement? Can I say fat acceptance?
Yeah, you can say fat.
Oh, okay.
You can say fat.
But you can't say other stuff?
You can't say bulimia. Or anything like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll bleep it.
She's gonna edit that out.
Yeah.
So I was initially gonna do that. I was gonna be doing like a origin story of it. But then I started doing research and I started watching a bunch of IRB influencers, and I noticed that they always quote statistics. Always. There's always a bunch of statistics that support their arguments, and usually their arguments are kind of outlandish. And I just said, I'm gonna look it up. So I just started looking up all these statistics, and I started realizing that a lot of the statistics aren't peer-reviewed statistics. They're not like from universities or health departments or anything like that. They're mostly from corporate-backed consulting companies that do their own research to really, what is it called? To
legitimize.
Paint an argument for their company.
Uh-huh.
So,
it kind of, when you were telling me about that, it made me think of like when court systems are like when they hire out, what's it called? An expert witness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. These
like
are
that. Like they're people that haven't really been in the situation, but they're like, well, according to this study from such and such, or
yes,
like they have a title so that it legitimizes their study. Is that what you were kind of getting at?
Well, it's just annoying. I watched that episode that you did with. Who's the fitness influencer? Michelle Michaels? Jillian Michaels. And a lot of them were quoting a bunch of stuff to like validate their arguments. And a lot of the times, like, look, if you're going to quote a statistic, if you don't tell me where I can look it up, or a person, they're on a YouTube video, so they could have said, I really think that Jillian Michaels should have said, where did you get that quote?
For me, intentional weight loss fails 95 to 98% of the time.
Pushed back and
this?
Said like, hey, where are you finding this information from? Where'd you get this statistic from?
Yeah, because all I have to do is just sit there and act like, okay, that's a legit statistic. You can't question it. But really the question should be is, hey, if you're going to make that argument, tell me where I can get the study.
You know what's so crazy, though, is a lot of the times when you do push back like that, or you do say, like, hey, where did you get this, like, where'd you get that study from, or where'd you get that statistic, or how, anytime that you push back, a lot of the arguments that some of these fat acceptance people will say is, like, Google is free.
Yeah.
Like, look it up yourself.
Do your own research.
And it's like, when people say that, if you don't have the research, or if you don't say like Google search XYZ for me, it makes me automatically think like you're just parroting something that somebody else told you.
Yes,
Yeah.
and a lot of the times I think they are.
I think they are too.
really are.
I really do too.
They love the idea of having a statistic that validates
and
their argument.
I absolutely think that they all have like a list of statistics that they keep in their back pocket. Like 95% of diets fail.
Only 5% of people who lose weight on any given diet program will actually keep it off.
Diets are 95% failure rate. Why would I do something that's going to fail?
Or
you will gain the weight back in 2 to 5 years.
what's another one? What's one that you learned that you were like, that you had to look up and debunk, sort of?
The one that really sparked this episode was a study by a corporate consulting company that came up with a statistic that said 44% of people that they interviewed said that they felt shame when they looked at a product on the shelf that said stuff like diet or slim or basically.
Oh, so when they went to if they're like, oh, I went to the Coca-Cola aisle and I had a Diet Coke.
So the study,
it said Diet Coke on it, and it made me feel bad.
Yeah, the study that I was
Ew.
looking at specifically was to make it so it was for them to lobby.
Mhm.
They came up with, you can't put more nutritional stuff on the products because you're going to shame people. So really, they basically hired a consulting company. And keep in mind that if it's not a college or peer-reviewed study where you can actually see what the intricacies of a study, then I don't really think it's legit. Because I don't know if I have the link to it right now, but you can post it later. I'll send it to you later.
Send me a screenshot or something.
But there's a screenshot of this study that literally was just a bunch of bullshit. And it was an article talking about like, because of all this stuff happening in the world, the last thing we want to do is make it so that people don't eat nutritious foods. So the only way to do that is to not scare them. You can't scare them.
You can't scare
them. And then I posted the little tiny statistic where it said 44% of people that we interviewed. And that's all it said. It didn't say like who the people were, what part of the world they were from, how they did the study. It just said 44%. And all I could think about was...
Oh, and you were looking for like source work or source something like how they did the study. Like, let's back up. You read an article talking about why they shouldn't, like, there's so much bad things going on in the world. The last thing we need to do is to scare consumers from buying food by putting the words diet and light or whatever on them.
Yeah.
And then they had that little tiny statistic with no source.
With no, it doesn't say who they interviewed for it. It just says
44% of Americans feel
from the people we interviewed, 44% of them said this, and then it's an entire article saying, and this is why we shouldn't do that.
That's so strange.
And it didn't say who they interviewed, where they're from.
Yeah, or like
how they conducted the interview. It didn't say, did you do it online in a questionnaire?
Was it at a mall like they do for what's that, Family Feud?
Yeah, but the thing is so it started off as a lobbying thing. I was like, how do these lobbies work?
Did you know that the food and healthcare lobbies are like the top dog lobbies in Washington?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. I went down rabbit holes. So I first started watching, and I'm sorry, I'm just kind of telling you how this all started. I first started watching the SNAP benefits I think it was just a Senate hearing, where the American Heart Association lobbyist came out and was against banning Coca-Cola, sodas, and candy from SNAP benefits.
Okay.
The whole thing was they were trying to make it so that you couldn't buy candy and soda with SNAP. That's a different conversation.
Wait, hold on a second. I actually want to know if you guys are in the comment section. Let me know if you guys think that SNAP benefits, like if they should not cover candy, sugar, soda, and junk food. What do you think? Do you think they should?
I don't know if I want to get into that.
No,
on this
we can.
channel.
I think because it's actually a very common thing for like people. I think that SNAP benefits are for nutrition, and I don't think that there's anything nutritious about candy, soda, or junk food. Well,
the argument of the person that and there was a whole bunch. There was 3 Senate hearings that did it, and I think a House hearing too. But a lot of the arguments it doesn't have nutritional value. So why would we be adding it to a program that's made specifically for nutrition?
Right.
And a lot of people argued that the program isn't made for poor people or like people that don't have a lot of money. The program is for people to get nutrition.
Right.
And that was their argument. And then obviously the lobbyists' argument, and they always use the exact same things. I watched 3 hearings, and all of the arguments against it were the outliers. It was always the outlier issue. It was always, well, what about food deserts? What about people that live in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
And what really, to me, I just think it's all excuses to not address it.
Well, how would you respond to that? What about people in food deserts? What about people that live in the middle of nowhere with SNAP benefits?
Well, this is why I don't want to get too much into it, because I'm afraid that people will take it the wrong way. Personally, the way I look at government is I don't really like the government telling me what to do.
Why should I trade one tyrant 3,000 miles away for 3,000 tyrants 1 mile away? An elected legislature can trample a man's rights as easily as a king can.
Okay.
Do I think that candy and soda is nutritious? No, I do not. Do I think that if we are going to be paying taxes and someone receives that benefit, that the government should tell you what you can and can't buy with it? A little part of me says no.
Yeah.
And a little part of me says, well, I certainly don't want to be funding
obesity.
Right.
And that's exactly where I'm at.
And then getting them to a point where now maybe they're so obese that they don't.
The way that I see it is the government helps with SNAP so that we pay our taxes so that they go to SNAP. The SNAP benefits cover sugar, sodas, candy, all that jazz. And then you make a poor person obese, and then they're dependent on these SNAP benefits, and then eventually when they grow up they're going to be dependent on medication.
Yes,
but more money in the government's pockets.
But then I also don't like that argument, because I know there's plenty of people in SNAP benefits that don't do that.
Exactly.
So then I'd be using my own outlier.
But no,
to say it.
There's plenty of people on SNAP benefits that don't buy bullshit food. So that's not even, like, removing bullshit food from SNAP benefits wouldn't even affect more than half of the people that use SNAP benefits.
I don't know. All I know is that I started getting into that, and I thought that that's what this episode was going to be. I started clipping a whole bunch of Senate hearings, and I was going to start diving into it. But then I came upon a gem.
A gem?
And mainly, I came upon the gem because I wrote it down so that I didn't forget. Okay.
All right, so you were looking, you had a thing.
This is just what a dietitian is. Okay, so this episode is about dietitians. I went from lobbying to dietitians mainly because I saw a video that is a conference called Today's Dietitian Spring Symposium, which I love the name just because it reminds me. It just seems so fancy. I don't know. And you'll see that basically it's very wine. It's very much wine moms. There's a lot of wine moms, and they're like, yes, queen and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a symposium.
Trigger warning, wine moms.
It's fancy. Symposium is a very interesting word.
Yeah.
But I need to preface this video just so you can, God, I keep touching the table.
Yeah,
so you can understand why I think this is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So registered dietitians, RDs or RDNs, become credentialed by completing a bachelor's degree, an accredited dietetics program, a supervised internship, usually 1,000 hours, and passing a national registration exam. To maintain their credentials, they must complete roughly 75 hours of continuing education credits, and we will talk about this. They're called CDEs, continuing education credits, every 5 years. While some of this education comes from universities and independent sources, a substantial portion is funded and provided by large corporations, including General Mills, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Nestle, and the dairy industry. Through sponsored webinars.
Wait a second. Dietitians, like the licensure, is sponsored by those big food corporations?
You'll see.
Oh!
Yeah. Through sponsored webinars, conferences, research grants, and online courses, many dietitians also work as paid consultants for these companies, helping them produce or interpret data that supports their products, often promoting messages like all foods fit, food shaming is harmful, or downplaying concerns about ultra-processed foods.
Or sugars, like the the specific
Yes.
sugars?
Oh, I've got links.
Oh, he's got links.
These same dietitians, or the organizations they belong to, frequently lobby government agencies and lawmakers on issues such as food labeling, dietary guidelines, SNAP benefits, and regulation of sugary drinks and additives, often in ways that align with the corporate interest.
I think it's so weird that the United States allows lobbying and you don't see that. Do they have that anywhere else?
Well, all industries have it. They
No,
all
I
have
mean
their-
in the UK, do they have lobbying? In Australia, do they have lobbying? Do they have that in Germany? It just doesn't. It doesn't seem like it seems like a very American thing, and it's really, really.
I'm pretty sure America is probably the number one.
Yeah, America's number one.
But I'm pretty sure other places have
I need
lobbies.
to look up like the history of lobbies. Like, why do we have that? Why do we have lobbies?
Lobbying is the practice of trying to influence government decisions and laws. It became especially common in the 1800s. Think railroad times. Think the Gilded Age, think Vanderbilt, as businesses and industries grew and wanted politicians to support their interests. Today, companies, unions, nonprofits, and advocacy groups all use lobbying to push for policies they support. Supporters say it helps lawmakers understand issues, while critics argue the wealthy groups can gain too much influence over politics. Lobbyists are and aren't important, but they are important in the fact that, like, lawmakers aren't all going to be interested or invested or have the time to look up or research specific laws or necessities in the country. So if you have enough, like, gusto to go out and make sure that the laws that you need changed are changed, you gotta go to Washington, you gotta lobby. So that's my understanding.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, I guess in many ways it does make sense, and in many ways it doesn't. When I was watching the hearings and you see lobbyists, I understand that from your perspective. Let's say you own a soap company, and all of a sudden someone comes out and says, we found that this glycerin is actually really bad for you, and the glycerin that you're using for your soap, and they try to outlaw it, that's going to put your entire company out of business. Mm-hmm. I understand why that company would be,
sending people to Washington.
Sending people to Washington to stop that law. Okay. So I get it. They're basically the representative of the company. Now, what I don't really like is how they go about trying to change the law, because usually it's not like, hey, please don't do that. That'll put the company out of business. It's more of like, here's a fake study that we came up with.
Oh, yeah.
Here's
like they come up with something like if you outlaw all this glycerin, then we're gonna have to use these animals or something like that.
They always come up with something that makes it sound like it's going to be the worst thing possible. And when usually it might, I don't know, it could or it couldn't be. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. So you were reading that.
Yeah. So that's just a summary, because you need to understand that the people at this event are getting CDE credits. They are getting credits to
upkeep
to fulfill their license.
Okay.
Right? So what does this show you? To me, it shows me that they, now keep in mind, I looked up a lot of dietitians. A lot of them are great. A lot of them know their shit.
Name one.
Yeah. I don't know. Name 10 dietitians like Matan. Yeah. But a lot of them are great. But there's ones that I think mix too much. They mix politics, and you'll see that. They mix politics. They mix their emotions into things.
Oh, yeah. They have like anecdotal stories to go with why they became dietitians. But you know what I think about a dietitian? What do they do?
Well, they talk to clients about their diet. So you come in, you have hypothyroidism or something. And they say, hey, this is what you should be eating based off of your blood tests, based off of all this. This is what you should be eating. And then they monitor you and stuff. So I'm saying dietitians, nutritionists, whatever the hell you want to call them.
Nutritionists are different.
What I have an issue with is the fact that they are incentivized, or they have to go to get these CDEs, these credits. And I hope I'm saying it right. I hope they're CDEs. But they have to get these credits. And they can either choose college courses. You actually have to go to a college course to get the credit, or you can do these conferences. Now, what would you do if you had the choice?
CEC, continuing education credits.
Yeah, the CEC was, I guess, something that they had prior, but now they're called CDEs. I don't know. They're called continued education credits. Okay. Yeah, so that's why it's CE. But anyway, if you had to choose between doing a college credit or going to a conference and getting wine drunk.
I'm going to get drunk.
Which one are you going to do?
100%.
Yeah, so you have to pay for it, and I'm going to show you a link to the one. So the one that we're going to be reviewing today is one that was recorded in 2023. The only reason why I'm using that one specifically is these conferences are very hard to find publicly.
Why do you think that is?
Because most of them are behind a paywall because they're a course.
Oh.
Yeah, they're a credit.
I wonder
They're
how
like-
much they are.
Well,
Did you pay for one?
No, I didn't
Oh,
pay
okay.
for one. But also, if I were to cover it and pay for it, I don't know if you have an issue with us looking at paywall stuff.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We shouldn't.
Yeah.
We have
So
some more.
first, let's.
Wait. Did we explain the wigs? We're not wearing. Why are we wearing costumes?
Well, all right. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. First of all, this is what a coincidence, but 2026 event, the today's Dietician Spring Symposium, is happening right now as we speak
Oh.
in Orlando, Florida.
Ooh.
So within 40 miles of us, we're shit talking them, and they're talking right now. So I could not come up with a list of who the sponsors were for the 2023 Today's Dietitian Spring Symposium. But I want to show you this. Again, these dietitians have to choose an event or a course or something so that they can maintain their license. And it just so happens that the Fun Conference is also sponsored by these companies. There's no bias there whatsoever. I like the one at the very bottom.
Okay.
But here's all the companies that sponsor this event.
Well, let's read this.
Today.
Sponsors do not provide input to the content or design of the symposium session program. Course content is written and created by the instructor and approved by the Today's Dietitian Continuing Education Division in accordance with CDR guidelines. Oh, so CDR, is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said C. Okay, yeah.
See, well, I think the CDR is the
Regulation.
actual what you actually need, and the CDEs
Is
are the courses to maintain it.
Okay. All right. So let's look at the sponsors. So we've got Activia, California Almonds.
There's a lot of them.
Okay.
yeah.
Just keep going. Barilla.
Barilla, a lot of names you know.
Your favorite is down here.
Now you would hope that a dietitian summit would be sponsored by colleges, in my mind,
Yeah.
or like
Whoa.
hospitals.
Owen, isn't this Oprah?
I don't know who it is.
Okay.
All I can say is my favorite one of all is the Sugar Association.
Oh my God.
The Sugar Association, real sugar. And if you go ahead and put over it, yeah.
Okay. Read that out loud for
Real
them.
sugar comes from sugar beets and sugar cane. The Sugar Association is the scientific voice of the U.S. sugar industry, making a difference by responsibly supporting scientific research, sharing our knowledge to enhance consumer understanding, confidence, and the role that real sugar plays in nutrition, balanced and enjoyable diet. So obviously the beginning says that they had nothing to do with it and all that. I'm not going to claim that they did. I'm just talking about,
Yeah.
that's my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming. I'm
Well,
not
some
blaming.
would say that sugar is nutritious, Michael.
Yeah. I mean, in some cases, possibly, maybe like natural sugar.
Yeah, natural
from,
natural
like,
sources.
watermelon
Not
or
not
something
sugar
like
in
that.
ketchup, not sugar hidden in spaghetti sauce.
But I just thought that was interesting. That's this year's symposium, which is going on right now. 2020.
Actually, you know what? Let me look at some more of these. Let's look at some more
Yeah.
and chat about them. I want to see some other people that are sponsoring them. I'm going to start from the top. Some interesting things that I've never heard of, or some that I think that are weird to sponsor a dietitian thing. It feels Danimals is weird. I've always thought that Danimals was weird because of the way that they market to children. Remember the Danimal commercials with all the monkeys and stuff? And
Yeah.
the animals.
When I was a kid, I freaking loved
I loved
yogurt.
Danimals, but you know what it is? It's all sugar. There's so much sugar in that.
I don't know. I think they're a great sponsor. Idahoan.
food time.
I love me some potatoes.
I do love me some.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I love? Idahoans powdered potatoes.
Yeah.
Powdered mashed
I
potatoes.
didn't think
love
they made real ones.
mashed.
Isn't it all just powdered?
I don't know. It says Idahoan Foods. Scratch like quality with flavor added. Okay. LaCroix, Living Plate RX, Mushroom Council.
And this isn't
That's
to
pretty cool. That sounds like
discredit-
a mushroom guild, like
Yeah.
from Lord of the Rings. Sorry, go ahead.
It's not to discredit any of them. I know that a lot of these companies make good food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like they're justifiable sponsors. But the sugar one is weird.
The sugar one was the one that kind of threw me for.
Yeah, you're like,
yeah,
what?
the Sugar Association. Okay, the
I think
U.S.
it's-
Air Force too. I was like,
What are we doing?
Well,
Watermelon board. First of all, did not know that there was such a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
There's a board for everything.
The watermelon board and the mushroom guild. What is the mushroom guild? The mushroom council. That's really cool.
That's honestly a cool name.
That's a cool one.
Yeah,
that's a cool
I work
one.
for the Mushroom Council.
The dream, actually.
So,
okay, so the 2026 symposium is going on now.
yes.
Okay.
This we're gonna watch the 2023 version because that's the publicly available
Well, just
one.
clips that you've cut.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. He picked out some special clips for us.
The name of it is called Empowerment or Shame: How Bias is Shaping the Way RDNs Communicate About Nutrition. So the theme is shame in this symposium or this event. I don't know how many events they have at the symposium. And I'm going to introduce this lady first. This is Amy Cohn or Cohn. I don't know how to pronounce it. She works at General Mills, or she did. She doesn't now. From what it looks like she works in another company. But in 2023, she worked at General Mills, most recently served as Senior Manager, Portfolio Nutrition and External, whatever, for Big G Cereals. She held this role.
Big G Cereals. Oh, General Mills. I'm dumb.
Yeah, she held this role for 17 years, and then she left, and now she works at some sort of cherry company. She's a board member for a cherry company. But key responsibilities: strategic nutrition leadership, developed and executed comprehensive nutrition strategies for the cereal portfolio, including product renovations, innovations, and enhancements. She doubled the vitamin D in many Big G cereals like Cheerios and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh my God.
That makes it way better. Yeah.
Which is so crazy because they already put a bunch of vitamin D in milk.
Yeah, they fortify everything, and they think because they're fortifying that it makes it
healthier.
Good. You're like,
yeah.
hey.
Hey, let's chill out on that.
So this is a YouTube, General Mills YouTube. One thing that you notice at all of these dietitians that work for these big companies is, to me, it seems more like they're a salesman and less a dietitian. Mm-hmm. That's how I view it. And this is one of the first videos that I looked up because when I saw her, she was the host of that symposium. Mm-hmm. I looked her name up and I was just looking for other videos of her. And this is one that I just thought was funny, mainly because I hope you do a really cool edit, which I'm going to recommend. But this girl, I'm assuming she works at General Mills. She's interviewing Amy Cohn or Cohn.
Hi, I'm Hannah Johnson with General Mills, and today I'm here with Amy Cohn. She is a registered dietitian and leads our Benefits of Cereal program at General Mills. Today, we're going to dive into General Mills Big G Cereal's latest campaign, Good is Good Enough.
So they always have campaigns every year. This year's Shame, last year, or 3 years, I think this was 3 years, filmed 3 years ago, it was Are You Good Enough? It's always like stuff to really tap into your emotions.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's always a thing.
Let's start off with what exactly Good is Good Enough means.
It's a call to action. We are helping parents debunk the myth.
Okay.
It sounds so fucking scripted.
Yeah. It sounds so scripted. And I also, God, I hope you can do an edit where you zoom in on those cereal boxes. Because I love that she put the tricks and the...
she put all the sugary ones in the back.
She put all the ones in the back so you can't see it.
Oh my God,
But I don't know. I found it a little...
I think it's so funny that she put all her cereals in the back or behind her, and she's in an attic.
Yeah, put the tricks in front. It's fortified with nutritious vitamins.
And very nutritious food dyes.
Of perfect eating. And embrace a more inclusive approach to nutrition. One that includes foods that are easily accessible, affordable, and enjoyable. And when I say all food,
I hate it. I hate how scripted it is.
Oh,
like you guys could have just had a conversation. Like this is so.
It's a 2-minute video that literally has, I think, I'm not joking. How many views does it have?
1,000.
Yeah, 1,000 for 4 years ago. So it's not like a lot of people were watching it.
Yeah.
Foods. I mean, all foods. Foods that can be found in the perimeter of the store and foods that can be found in the center of the store. I often see that there's this misconception.
Now, one thing you're going to notice also in the symposium is she likes to stress that the center of the store is not bad.
Okay, so if you're
Yeah.
unaware, I'll put it in a diagram, but if you're unaware, a really, really good technique that people have for if they're wanting to like change their diet or eat a little bit healthier, a lot of like this is almost like first line defense against like processed foods is to only shop around the perimeter, because when you shop around the perimeter, you're gonna hit your fresh vegetables, you're gonna hit your meat, like your butcher, you're gonna hit your dairy aisle, you're gonna hit most of the mostly non-processed foods. The center of the grocery store is filled with cereals, grains, all that jazz. So that's why she's stressing it.
Yeah, which, I mean, she's kind of paid to do.
Yeah.
So she's stressing that the center, and then you're going to see in the symposium, you're going to see that the center of the aisle should not be avoided. Yeah.
So she's a propagandizer.
Nutrition is hard to achieve, not to mention expensive. General Mills Big G cereals is proof that a nutrient dense can be as Big G cereals is proof that a nutrient dense, affordable breakfast can be as easy as including a bowl of cereal.
Do you think that cereal is nutrient dense?
Absolutely. It's fortified with vitamin D and a bunch of other things.
I don't know. I think that cereal is one of the worst things that we did to this country.
Here's my thing.
Honestly do. If you are a cereal lover, I get it. I love cereal too. But to me, cereal feels like a treat. I don't think that it's a great breakfast. I feel like it's a huge insulin spike when you have a cereal.
Well, that's
and
my
then
thing.
it sets you up for like a bad day.
I don't think all cereal's bad. I think a bowl of oatmeal is not that bad for you. It's good fiber.
Yeah, if you're metabolically functioning, but most of the United States is insulin resistant.
But I do think that it's dependent on who you are. If you have really, I think the best thing, and I think for you specifically, was when you started monitoring your sugars, you started realizing that it wasn't just sugary foods that spiked your sugar.
Yeah.
So then you started to realize, oh, it's not all. So everyone's different.
Yeah.
Honestly, in my eyes,
Yeah, body
I think if you really want to
individuality.
know how your body works, get a glucose monitor and start eating stuff and then start seeing how your body reacts to it. And if your insulin spikes a lot, then you should know,
So your
hey,
blood
maybe
sugar. Your blood sugar
sugar spikes a lot, then maybe you should be like, maybe you should cut back a little
Yeah.
bit.
But do I think that do I think that cereal is a great thing to give your kid first thing in the morning?
Dude, I ate so much damn cereal when I was a kid.
But did your teachers love you?
Yeah, but
I feel like they make kids like hyper, or they make you crash.
Yeah, my teachers didn't love me. No. But I mean, I remember Cookie Crisp and all that kind of stuff.
I don't think that that's a good. I'm not a parent, but I just don't think that those are good options for kids.
No, I also I'm more of a Whole Foods person now.
Yeah.
Back in the day when we didn't know anything about diet,
No,
it was
the
like,
heyday.
hey,
of
you know what's healthy? Raisin Bran.
Yeah.
And then you'd start to look at sugars now, and there's good cereals now, I guess. I mean, I don't know. We just avoid that aisle.
Yeah, we avoid the center of the grocery store.
We avoid the center of the store, and she's going to try to convince us that we shouldn't.
Yeah, let's listen.
So why cereal? What's so important about it?
Cereal is one of few foods that is consumed across the lifespan,
I love
meaning
how you can,
young kids.
Sorry.
Mhm.
You can, while she's talking, you can see that she's looking down.
Oh,
as if-
yeah.
as if she's like, okay,
she's reading
what part of
notes.
my script am I at? Yeah, go ahead.
Eat it, older adults eat it, and everyone else in between. Delivered.
Do you think she eats it?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
But here's the thing. She probably has a
Probably
good
works out.
metabolism.
Yeah, she's
and
gotta work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
You're
going to be an issue for her.
Everybody in the comment section, let us know what your favorite cereal is. What was your favorite cereal other than Cookie Crisp?
I was going to say when I used to
Smoke weed.
when I used to love Fruity Pebbles. Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Bring really good nutrition at every life stage. And there is no denying the good nutrition that can be found in a bowl of cereal. So cereal is the number one.
It's so strange because this younger gal is interviewing her, and it's like they're making it look like it's an actual
Interview?
but it's very, very staged.
And it's on General Mills YouTube.
Yeah.
So I don't even know
I'm
why
gonna
they
go ahead and
posted it.
dislike it. There
I
you
already
go.
disliked it. Yeah.
The one source of whole grain, fiber, and many vitamins and minerals, including iron, folate, zinc, vitamin A, and several B vitamins for all Americans.
You know what though? If people ate whole foods, they wouldn't need to have fortified stuff like that. But at the same time, our soil is so like depleted that you have to take a multivitamin anyway. So I can see why they feel it's important to like fortify their grocery or their cereal.
Yes. My main concern about cereal is the blood sugar spike.
Yeah. The carbohydrates.
The carbohydrates, and also just the fact that you don't know what the hell's in it. I mean, not all of it, but I mean, if you look at a cereal, the back of some cereal, it's nuts.
Yeah.
So I'm not villainizing all cereal. I think there's some cereals you mix a little bit of granola in your yogurt or something like that. That's pretty good. I'm also not a dietitian.
Yeah.
So I just go based off of the research that we've done about food, and our diet's completely changed. I mean, 4 or 5 years ago, we were eating Hot Pockets, ramens, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, 20-piece nuggies.
Now we literally only shop mostly in the outside aisles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the only stuff that we get in the center aisles are like olive oil.
Yeah,
and
or
sardines.
Yeah.
And olives and pickles and stuff.
Like it's very minimally processed.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
and Jello
if it's
packets.
fortified, I guess that's the thing that angers me the most is a lot of this food nowadays is all fortified with something to get you to eat it. Pop-Tarts have protein in them now, but all this stuff is people are afraid because of nutrition. So now if we just fortify it, they'll eat our crap. So what?
That's also another good reason for them to be like, no, you need to have all this sugary cereal on it because it's got vitamins in it.
Yeah, it's fortified. It's fortified.
Lobbies. Oh my god, that just
and then they always use the
mind.
whole thing where cereal's affordable, which they always try to make it sound like there's people in this world that only live down the street from a candy store and other like a bakery or something. They always say stuff like that.
Yeah.
What about people? It's about affordability. They can't afford the vegetables in their area, or they can't. There's always an excuse, as if there's someone in the middle of nowhere that only lives around a candy store and a freaking, I don't know, fast food fast food joint.
Yeah.
So
At breakfast.
Even with all these great benefits, there are still misconceptions.
she's reading too.
They look like they're related.
Ooh. Survey says. Yeah. Who knows?
Out there about cereal. What do you believe is the greatest misconception?
I think the biggest misconception about cereal is that it provides empty calories, which couldn't be further from the truth.
I don't know. What do you say about that? Is it empty calories?
I don't think it's empty calories if you are eating them and going on a run after. I feel, and listen, everybody, listen. I know I always talk about carbohydrates, but listen, you guys, over 72% of Americans are overweight or obese. I will list the link here.
I hope it's a credible source.
Is it credible? Did you look it up?
72? No, I don't know.
It is credible. It's from the CDC.
Oh.
Yeah. Who's funding the CDC?
Well.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, listen, 72% of Americans are overbees.
Yes.
I'm gonna kill
Let's
you.
do it.
Okay, 72% of Americans are overweight. Most of us are sedentary. That's why we got to where we're at. And on top of that, we've been told that we need to eat at 230 grams of carbohydrates a day. Listen, again, there's no war on carbohydrates. I don't care if you eat carbs. I only care if you eat carbs if you're a type 2 diabetic and you're sedentary and you have insulin resistance, because there's an insulin resistance epidemic in this country, as well as an obesity epidemic. Okay. So do I think that cereal is empty calories? Yes. If you are like most Americans and you're not active. If you're not active, that is 100% empty calorie. But if you are eating cereal and you're going on a fucking run after, like if you're a cool, active person, a trailblazer or whatever the fuck, they're not empty calories. You're using those calories. You're using that energy right away. The carbohydrates especially.
There's a diet for everyone. Keto works for her.
Right.
It's not going to
I'm not selling anybody's. I'm not selling a diet. I'm saying if you're fat as hell and you're a diabetic or a pre-diabetic and you're eating a lot of sugar, try not doing that. And by sugar, I also mean carbohydrates. And I don't mean broccoli. I mean like bread and stuff and pasta. I eat broccoli.
I can't wait to look up your statistic.
Am I wrong? Did you look it up?
I don't know. I don't have access to that. There's a cowardly dog over here. I don't have access to the damn statistic. That was kind of my point. It's like
I
when you
have a
say
leak.
stuff. When you say stuff.
Baby, every time you watch my videos, every time I post a link, I always try to do like a ribbon
Yeah.
with my link or my statistic or my study.
It's perfect. You need a works cited page, or I don't know what the hell they use
A
for a video.
biblioteca.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
A bibliography.
When it comes to nutrient density, it is really hard to beat the nutrition found in a bowl of cereal. Many cereals deliver whole grain
I'd say
fiber,
it's the most nutrient-dense food you could ever have. It's really, really hard to beat it. You're like,
What do you
next
think-
to sardines? Or
Or an egg, perhaps? Perhaps an egg that has like all of the nutrients that like create a
Yeah.
life? What do you mean?
if we just put all the vitamins that sardines have into a bad food, that makes that bad food better than the sardines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Can you tell that we're big fans of sardines? He also had sardines for dinner, and he mouthwashed.
Yeah.
Is it working? I'm just
Is
kidding.
it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah. I was like, Robin, we should get wings because wings.
And I had my costume on. And I was
Yeah.
like, "You want to eat?" And
Yeah.
the camera was
I
already
had my
running.
wig on. Let's go get some wings before. I wanted to eat them during the episode because I like that kind of chaos, but
No, you can't eat.
Yeah.
You can't eat. I don't like the idea of eating if I'm judging people for what they eat.
I don't care. Anyway,
Okay. Yeah, you don't.
let's see what
You don't care about anything.
vitamins and minerals all in one bowl, which is really hard to find in other breakfast choices.
Hell yeah. You can't find that shit in eggs.
I feel like okay, don't you agree? If you're eating like if you are depending on getting most of your nutrients and your vitamins and your minerals from one source, that's not a good thing. You need to have a variety.
Well, I agree with that.
But
That's why
at
I
the
hate it
same
when you were like, I'm gonna eat the same thing for 30 days.
Well-
Not gonna happen for me.
Listen, I wasn't eating one thing for 30 days. I was having like it was still a balanced meal. It was like vegetables, meat, and fat.
Yeah. Well,
I'm talking like this isn't vegetables, meat, and fat. This is cereal with fucking a multivitamin ground up onto
It's a complete
It's literally
nutritious meal.
The food they're trying to make the food of the future. Remember in the Jetsons, they had
Yeah.
like a pill that had everything in
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
Oh my god,
'Cause
this
then
bitch.
you can still eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can
Dude.
say it's still good for you.
If they made cereal though that didn't make you fat or didn't make me fat because I was insulin resistant.
Are you talking about like good tasting cereal?
Yeah, good tasting
Yeah.
cereal like Magic Spoon.
Yeah, I'll do
No.
some fortified cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah, if it doesn't make you it doesn't have sugar in it.
You're eating the cinnamon toast crunch. Someone's, oh my gosh, that's unhealthy. Oh yeah. Oh really? Actually, I have all this nutritious stuff in it.
Actually, it's
Start
got
talking
every single vitamin that you need to sustain life for 300 years.
Start talking like her.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
You fucking teleprompter comes up in front of you and you're like,
Yeah.
actually, it's got X, Y, and Z in it.
anyway, I feel bad we're spending so much time. on
No,
a 2-minute
baby, don't
video,
feel bad.
but
This is how the channel goes.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a great video.
This is how.
Additionally,
This is how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
eating a nutritious diet can be challenging when factoring
You know what I can do to speed this up a little bit because she is talking
times.
slow.
Yeah.
Not 2 times. Let's do 1.5.
in
No, people might freak out. Not a lot of people get that.
They don't like 2 times.
They don't like 1.5. It's too fast.
Oh,
taste for the whole family. In fact, in a survey commissioned by General Mills just this past summer,
Commissioned by General Mills.
yes. Thank God.
Okay, listen.
over 1,000 parents, 61% told us that they believed healthier breakfasts were more expensive than less healthier options. And 77% told us that they believed making a homemade breakfast provided their children with better nutrition than a convenient breakfast.
That's true. It is. Making an entire
77% of people said that. That's crazy. And here's the thing. The company doesn't like that.
Mhm.
So what is their job?
to teach us otherwise.
To educate us.
Yeah.
Because what do they want more than anything? They want teachable people. They don't want people with critical thinking.
It's not teachable. It's manipulative.
Yeah. Well,
They want people that they can manipulate into buying their product.
That's the whole point of like continued education is they want teachable. They want you to be a sponge. They don't want you actually going out. And thinking for yourself.
They want, what is the word that I'm looking for? They want malleable people.
Yeah. Look at all the doctors that get villainized when they go outside of studies.
Yeah, like that guy there was a doctor in South Africa who got his license removed because he was telling his patients to eat less carbs.
Yeah,
this was from like 2017.
You say anything of your own opinions, they start saying, "Oh, wait a second."
Which is so strange because I find a lot of dietitians, like especially if they're a dietitian that's an influencer, a lot of the times they're doing their own thing. Like it almost feels like there's no regulation or there's no like bottom line or there's no like, what's the word that I'm looking for?
There's no
standard. There's no standard of, they're just teaching based off of what worked for them or something like that. Like sometimes there's vegan dietitians, like I don't know. It seems very strange to me. I don't know.
Some of them are pretty good.
But
doing all this, I started seeing some that I agreed with.
Yeah.
With better nutrition than a convenient breakfast. Provided their children, 7% told us that they were expensive than less healthier options. And 77% told us that they believed making a homemade breakfast provided their children with better nutrition than a convenient breakfast.
It does.
Well, I am here to tell you, we are going to debunk those myths.
She's literally debunking homemade breakfast is better, like a cereal is better than homemade breakfast.
My thing is I love that she says we're going to debunk it, and then the conclusion's right after.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's like, we're going to debunk this, and then it goes nowhere. What?
We know that nutrition, ease, and affordability all coexist when choosing a bowl of cereal.
So to wrap things up, why should families and caregivers choose cereal for breakfast?
Parents, including myself as a mom, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. In fact, in that survey I just referenced, 88% of these parents told us that they feel it is their sole responsibility to make sure that their kids have a balanced diet.
Can I just say that it'd be hilarious to talk to the people that didn't say that?
Like, what kind of a shitty parent
the
are
12% of parents that are like, no.
Actually, I didn't even want these fuckers.
That's funny.
They're like, I have kids.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you knew that your answer was going to be part of a study like this?
Yeah.
I would just make shit up.
Yeah. Dude, that's why, oh my God, the fucking dream is if I ever was at a mall, who's doing that anymore, and they interviewed me for Family Feud, I would give the dumbest answers.
Like the Always Sunny episode where he's like, dragon?
Bad answer.
Bad answer.
Bad answer. That's a bad answer.
Okay, show me dragon!
I told you!
Oh my God.
Yeah. While balance is certainly important, we also know that becoming too restrictive about the food rules can have some unintentional consequences in striving for that perfect diet. And I can tell you, any credible health and nutrition expert will let you know that the perfect diet does not exist.
I agree. I feel like that there is no such thing as a perfect diet or like a singular human diet.
I think everyone has their own diet.
Yeah, everybody, you have to figure out what works for you.
Yeah. Everyone's got a different body.
I do ketogenic, but he doesn't do ketogenic.
No.
You would say that you do low carb, high protein, right?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I don't villainize like rice.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do quinoa.
Yeah.
Do all that. But my body doesn't have issues with that. Robin can eat rice and then she'll eat rice and all of a sudden her blood sugar will spike like crazy.
Yeah.
And mine's just chilling. So
it's not fair. You're not even Asian.
That good nutrition should be one that fits within what one can access, what one can afford, and what one can enjoy. I think ultimately as parents, we need to remember that one of the most important things that we need to teach our children is to have a healthy relationship with food. And I mean all foods, okay?
All
Everything
foods.
From kale.
No restriction.
No restrictions. Every single food is fair game.
It's healthy for me to look at these M&Ms and say, I'll just have some of these.
In fact, you should have cereal for every meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that our kids can grow up into adults that value their physical, mental, and emotional health while still enjoying the foods that they love.
That's great. Well, Amy, that's all the questions we have for now. Thank you so much for your time today.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Hannah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so that
No comments?
No.
I'm going to leave a comment.
No. Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna be leaving a breadcrumb trail.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
on your popular channel.
Goodbye, crumbs.
Okay, so that's the introduction to her. So I edited this. I added my own clips, like what is it? Transitions. So none of this is Robin. So if you're offended by anything, that's me, not her. Okay, because I found certain things funny that she probably wouldn't.
I think we would
Anyway.
probably find them both funny.
My favorite part about this is the video starts with this woman looking rather disheveled. Like she's fucked up already.
She's trashed.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and look. Right? This is the symposium.
Oh my god.
Okay.
How embarrassing. Okay,
Yeah.
let's keep
And then
it
I
on.
was kind of playing around with it, but go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. It is such an honor to officially kick off the 2023 Today's Dietitian Symposium.
Sloshy. I was playing around with it. I was just like, man, it's kind of funny because she looks drunker when she's rewinded. So I rewinded it.
All right, we have so much to celebrate tonight. So I ask all of you to raise your glass and join me in a toast.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
First and foremost,
Why the hell would I go to a college course and get my credit there when I could go to this and get messed up with all my friends, with all my girls?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. This will be referenced later.
aunts, grandmothers, and caretakers. Happy Mother's Day.
Who is this?
As we celebrate tonight, we are so excited to engage with each and every one of you on empowerment or shame, how our biases shaping the way dietitians communicate.
Dietitians.
Yeah. Sponsored by General Mills.
Oh, look at this.
About nutrition. My name is Amy Cohn. I am a registered dietitian.
Go ahead. Lifelong lover of cereal that is not biased whatsoever.
Sorry.
Advocate for destigmatizing weight loss.
Weight bias.
Weight bias.
Destigmatizing weight bias, sorry.
Champion for affordable, accessible nutrition. Employed at General Mills for 15 years. Now, a lot of these feel like sales pitches.
Oh, yeah.
They don't feel like, what education are you getting from this? More than this entire event is to show you, hey, don't villainize cereal. Make sure to let your patients know cereal's okay.
Yeah.
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 So it doesn't feel like education to me.
Mm-mm.
It
feels like
it's a sales pitch.
It's a sales pitch, yeah. It feels like, hey, this big company, General Mills, is sponsoring your credit, so you should probably think about us when you're giving dietitian advice, diet advice.
Someone comes into your practice and says, "I don't eat cereal," and then here's the thing:
tell me why you don't eat cereal.
All these people at this event are going to go back to their practices
Mhm.
because they work at practices. They're dietitians,
Mhm.
and they're going to.
I mean, not all dietitians. Some of them do
No.
it out of their house.
Yeah, some of them don't. Some of them don't agree with it.
Some of them
I'm
do
sure.
it. Yeah,
They're just there for the credit.
Yeah.
It was $599 for the event that's happening today, for tickets.
Is it an open bar?
Well, obviously, it seems like 2023 was.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I have worked proudly at General Mills for 15 years. I am a lifelong lover of cereal. I am a huge, thank you for that, yeah. I am a huge advocate for destigmatizing weight bias and a gargantuan champion of affordable, accessible nutrition for all.
Hell yeah.
The bullshit
Now,
starts.
just to prove to you how far we have come, Here are some headlines that existed in media before the year 2020.
Now let's read the headlines.
Okay.
Why is this bad? That the headlines are saying that cereal's bad? Is it
Wait, what are you talking about? Where does it say that?
Well, that's what she's trying.
Oh, okay.
She's trying to explain. Is
Okay.
Look at where we've come as dietitians.
Yeah.
We've changed the narrative,
Mhm.
right? So the headlines.
Okay,
are
so it says
Healthline.
before Healthline, the 10 worst foods to eat in the morning, and cereal's
Yeah.
probably on that list. The Atlantic, why it was easier to be skinny in the 90s. The Washington Post, breakfast was the most important meal of the day until America ruined it.
Right.
Actually, I think American was the one who patented like breakfast being the most important meal of the day.
I don't know, but we ruined it.
Oh my God.
America's number one, dude.
That's a bad headline. That's negative as hell.
Yeah, I'm feeling
Yeah.
shame.
They're pretty negative, right? They likely contain a very negative article about what many in this room would say are affordable, accessible, nutrient-dense foods that can be found in the center of the store. And yep, sure enough, as you can see, ready-to-eat cereal often
I
got
love this
villainized.
argument coming up.
But you even see a headline there focused on body weight, literally questioning why it was easier to be skinny in the 1980s, featuring an image of the iconic Jane Fonda.
All right, let's go ahead and pause that. Jane Fonda was an actress who won Academy Awards. She was very famous because she was anti-Vietnam War, earning her the name Hanoi Jane, advocating for feminism, civil rights, and more recently, leading climate change protests. She also has been candid about her long battle with word that rhymes with Romania. It starts with bull. I didn't know if I could put it in there.
I was like, that does
Yeah.
not rhyme at all.
Which lasted
Oh, shit, sorry.
roughly 30 years during the height of her fame. She has spoken openly about how Hollywood's beauty standards and personal pressures contribute to her eating schmishmortar, from which she eventually recovered in her 40s. Now, here's the thing. That type of woman seems like someone they would like.
Why?
And what I mean by that is, first of all, these all seem like feminist women.
Mm-hmm.
They all seem like seem like they would be
Boss bitches.
would be like, okay, climate change,
Mhm.
that's good. They are talking about a reformed eating schmishmortar person. So
recovered.
Yeah, recovered. So all the stuff that you think would be good, you would think that Jane Fonda would be a kind of pillar of light for them.
Oh, because Jane Fonda is recovered and she's like, yeah, no rules on food.
Yeah,
Eat whatever. Okay.
Or just in general, she's better now.
Yeah.
And she's telling people how bad they are, the eating schmishmortars.
Yeah.
Right? Also, just like all the good things that she's done. She was, but she's one thing they don't like.
A white, wealthy woman.
That's where the reference was.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're editing.
What the hell? That's what they used.
Oh,
That-
that wasn't you editing those people raising
No.
their glasses to that? Oh, that's kind of sad.
No. The ending was, I showed the reference because I was saying, this is a room of white women.
Oh.
This is a room
Let's
of
look.
white women, which I can tell you, I looked at the average salary for a dietitian, 150 grand to 180 grand. These women aren't hurting.
No, and you
And
know
they
what?
would
Most of
be-
them are skinny and white.
And most of them are rich in comparison to a lot of other people.
Mhm.
So how is that even an argument?
Yeah.
How is that even an argument? This woman, oh, look, this woman on here was...
Wait,
was
so when she said a rich white woman and then everybody was raising their glass,
That-
did you add that?
That was part of that. That was
That was from the beginning.
No, that was from the
Okay.
beginning.
I thought
Yeah.
the edit
Yeah.
made it look like they were raising their glasses.
I thought the raising glass was funny. Okay. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to leave the camera angle of all the people that were actually there.
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, look at them. Mostly white.
It almost all seems white to me.
I mean, we can't really judge a person's color by the way that they look.
No, I'm just saying, like, how asinine is that? How is that even an argument?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, this woman's bad because she's a wealthy white woman. And
Yeah.
you're like, okay, but that doesn't tell me about how the nutrition, that doesn't tell me anything about nutrition.
Right. I think that the only reason why she brought up the fact that Jane Fonda is wealthy, white, and rich
Yes.
was just to strengthen her argument that food rules are bad and cereal should be eaten every day or whatever.
Well, I get the argument that
It's
wealthy
to
people have a
strengthen-
better diet, that they have more access to better food,
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that kind of stuff. I get that argument. But when you just end the argument with a wealthy white woman with no other nuance to it,
Yeah.
to me, that just seems like a low blow. It seems
Yeah,
like
it seems-
seems irrelevant.
Yeah, what is
completely.
that? It's some kind of, I want to say like ad hominem or something
Yeah.
like that. It's like, it seems very, it's just like, it's very knee jerk. It's I feel like it's not, it has nothing to do with the argument.
And
yeah.
who can afford a dietitian?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you hate half your clients?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so true.
And, if someone were to come,
having a dietitian is definitely a luxury.
Yeah.
Like having your own dietitian is definitely a luxury. Now they say that, I mean, some dietitians are covered by insurance, but that's also a luxury.
yeah. I just don't see why it was relevant. But you're going to see that a lot. And I don't know, maybe you guys don't agree with it, but I personally think it's racist.
Yeah.
So who knows? I thought that was funny just to add that.
After the year 2020, you can all clearly see.
After the year 2020, like literally fat acceptance like completely blew up because we were all getting fat. So let's see what she has
I
to
cut
say.
out a huge section of this before where she goes into like how in 2020 during the panoramic that dietitians bootstrapped and saved everyone's life. I mean, it was if you want to watch the video, you can. There's going to be
We'll put a link in it, yeah.
But she just amps them up like they're warriors. Like, you guys saved us all. You dietitians, which is another sales pitch thing, by the way. When you do sales, they teach you to bring people up, say, wow, you look pretty. Oh, yeah, I like your shirt. I like all this kind of stuff. And then you build rapport, and then you make your pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is how I feel that she's doing it right now.
You're feeling, it feels like someone's trying to sell me something.
It feels like somebody wants to sell me something.
I told you he was on to us.
The action that individual dietitians took to help change the conversation to not only be more positive.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, look, the dietitians made it so that there's better headlines in the newspaper.
Okay,
Yeah.
read them.
Dietitians see one positive panoramic outcome, a shift in how we think about food.
Yeah.
Do we?
What were we
Yeah.
I ate so much. I ate
Yeah.
so much.
Do we put too much weight on weight in public health? I mean, essentially, she's admitting to the fact that dietitians, corporate dietitians, influenced the newspaper to write better articles about her company. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not, maybe that's an accusation. I'm not accusing. I'm just saying it seems like she's trying to say that.
Here's a quick side note. I have to read this article. Look at this article right here. It says clean eating. Here's why this dietitian lets her kids have Lucky Charms.
Oh, yeah. It's wonderful.
I want to read that article really
But
quick.
we made progress. We made progress. That's
we
good
saved
for society.
lives. Here's why this dietitian lets her kids have Lucky Charms. Let me read this really quick. What?
Just the first freaking sentence.
Tired of feeling like you're the bad mom when you run into other moms at the market and they see the breakfast cereal in your cart? This is for you. Let's see if this is already funded by somebody else. Hold on a second.
Published.
Elizabeth Shaw, MS, RDN.
Yeah.
Okay, so she probably got
Wonderful.
her fucking.
She's one of them.
Yeah, last year I shared a photo of my daughter and I making breakfast together with a kitchen staple in our house, breakfast cereal. So you weren't making breakfast, you were putting milk on top of cereal. That's not really necessarily making breakfast, but whatever. While many dietitians who understand the bigger picture of health and nutrition when it comes to neutralizing foods for the family chimed in about how they too loved a good bowl of crunchy goodness, there were also those who naturally share their unfiltered opinions. One went so far as to have never given our children those type of unhealthy cereals. While these type of comments will always appear in a post that's controversial in some fashion, I think it's time we spent a moment to break down why this theory of thought is archaic. Archaic. God, they always use like super extreme words like that. Okay, and why many dietitians, myself included, let our kids have Lucky Charms or another kid-friendly breakfast cereal of choice. I think that Lucky Charms is basically almost equivalent to ice cream. Like, I think it's too much sugar.
Yeah, and Also, have
For
you
the
ever eaten
morning-
a bowl of Lucky Charms and not wanted to eat another bowl
Yeah,
30 minutes
like
later?
I want to eat an entire box. Like I want to.
Not nourishing.
You just keep pouring milk on top of your cereal, and then milk, and then cereal, until you basically die.
But a dietitian would say, "Wow, you're drinking a lot of milk."
No, they'll be like, you're just following
Yeah.
you're just following your intuitive eating
Yeah.
patterns, from providing important nutrients for growth and development. God, this is so fucking. And demonstrating how all foods can fit in a balanced, healthy diet. I'm just going to show you how we make it work and how you can too. Why moms experience shame surrounding food choices. If you can relate to the scenario above and have felt or are feeling a sense of shame or guilt after being judged for a food choice you've purchased for your family, you are not alone. According to registered dietitian and certified intuitive, I knew she was going to bring up intuitive eating.
Yeah, we
intuitive
always
eating
do.
counselor Diana Rice, owner of Tiny Seed Family Nutrition and the voice behind Anti-Diet Kids. Oh my God, you guys, we need to do an episode on Anti-Diet Kids one
Wonderful.
day. Great, perfect.
I love the
Screenshot.
rabbit holes each article gets you
Screenshot, yeah. Good parents either don't allow these kinds of foods in their homes or have magically cultivated children who do not prefer them. Magically cultivated children? You mean that you don't? That's not a magical thing. We're not naturally. We're not by default like looking for. We don't come out of the womb looking for fucking Lucky Charms. The only reason why kids are addicted to that shit is because somebody in a fucking lab has created these foods to make them so addictive and like so
Nutritious.
No. So like highly super palatable, so that and they put fucking leprechauns, pretty colors on them, so that when your kids are in the center of the fucking grocery store in the cereal aisles, they'll cry, they'll scream, they'll do whatever they want, so that mom can shut them up with a box of cereal. Rice goes on to say there's so much fear mongering when it comes to taking responsibility for our children's health. Society wants us to hold someone responsible for the so-called childhood obesity. And look, you guys, they've slurred out obesity.
It doesn't exist. Yeah.
Epidemic, and it's a lot easier to point a finger at parents and you do have to point your finger at parents. The kid's not making any choices. You're the one feeding them.
Can I tell you this though? You've been reading this article for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And what? There's no substance to this. It is just bullshit. To me, the article reads like the beginning of a recipe you look up online. that you're like, I don't need to know your backstory, bitch. I just need the recipe. I don't need to know how you came up with it, what neighbor told you about it. Just give me the damn recipe. And that's what this shit sounds.
Give me so this is why why she involves it. Breakfast cereal is an affordable, nutritious option. What's so often overlooked when we discuss healthy eating are the barriers that come along with it for so many Americans. We live in an era where 13 million children live in food insecure households. Okay, America, how many children
Going down the rabbit hole.
Children in America are obese or overweight? Approximately 1 in 3 children are obese or overweight.
Yeah.
This translates to nearly 15 million children and adolescents. So I'm so sorry.
Starts at school. I watched a PE class the other day while I was driving by because my work is right across from a school. The PE class, they just have to walk the freaking trail.
Oh,
they don't have to do any PE. They don't have to do anything. You know why? Because what
some
if
fat kid couldn't run a mile in 1999?
I just feel bad. Everyone else runs faster than me. Yeah.
Fucking do it. Get better then.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm 100%. You guys, I'm so sorry, but I'm 100% bring back the presidential whatever.
Maybe not the presidential. Just bring back good.
A fucking
Yeah.
Good.
Just bring back normal PE to school.
Yeah.
Last thing you want is Trump to fucking do
no,
it. And then
no,
it's
we're
gonna
not
be
gonna.
like the Trump
I don't
test.
want to call it. Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, you could
call
the
it
2-mile Trump test. You're like, oh great.
Call it the national fitness test. You know.
Yeah.
Because and I think that kids need to be going to PE until they graduate high school. I think that it should be something every day.
I don't know. I did runs and stuff.
No, as soon as I could not have PE, I did not have it in my classes.
I remember in high school I didn't have to do it.
I
thought it was nuts.
I had to do it. You had to do in order to graduate because I started high school in Florida. In order to graduate in Florida, you have to have 1 year of PE.
Oh yeah, I didn't have to do.
And I did it my freshman year, and I had it. It was we had 6 periods and I had it 5th period right after lunch, so I'm running with a fucking gut full of pizza.
That's the best time to do it.
And then I was too fat and afraid to take a shower at school, so I would be stinky in 6th period. Parents across the nation are struggling to put food on the table. Okay, but so many parents are also making their kids fat, so doing their best to provide nutrition that's affordable and that their kids will actually eat. Is this true, though? Is it true? Facts about hunger. 14 million children live in food insecure homes. I don't know. That's another rabbit hole. Okay, what about the added sugar content?
You'll keep going down rabbit holes.
It's hard.
Because that's how it is. You start with one. This is exactly how it happened for me.
He
You
was
start with
doing it
one
for like 2
article,
weeks.
and then you're like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden you look up that, and then all of a sudden you look like, oh, that's how that works? And then it just goes nuts.
I understand the conflicting messages that are out there for parents. We hear limited added sugar, but then see on average 10 to 12 grams of added sugars in the same box that delivers the above variety of vitamins and minerals.
I love that. Yeah. It's a multivitamin, Robin. It's good.
Oh my God, they're treating it like.
Yes.
Okay. While limiting added sugars is recommended, the bigger picture parents often neglect to consider is overall diet quality and variety. Sure, there may be a few days in a row where your kid gets 2 to 3 teaspoons of sugar in their morning breakfast bowl, but you have the opportunity then to offer them nutrient-rich, lower sugar items throughout the day to help balance their intakes. Variety is key. I promise you. Okay, but the hard thing is when you start your day with 3 teaspoons of sugar, which is not the case when it comes to most cereals. When you start your day like that, you get an insulin spike and then a crash, and the only way to feel better is to like keep feeding your body sugar.
Are you a dietitian?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The funny thing is like, I don't know who this woman's sponsored by, but it does certainly sound like she's trying to convince me that like, hey, stop worrying about, again, what I don't like, telling me how to think about things. She's trying to teach me that, hey, let your kid have a little bit of cereal in the morning. It's okay. You can give them better food down the road. But what we really have to focus on is breakfast. I wonder why. I wonder what company wants me to focus on breakfast a lot.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you work for a big cereal, ma'am? Okay, but you have the opportunity, blah, 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 blah. Variety is key, and I promise you, after a week of eating Lucky Charms, even my sweet, loving toddler is asking for a yogurt bowl or egg Sammy.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I wanted cereal every day. There was no way I was asking for eggs.
Did you know that eating sugary cereal in the morning, if you allow your kids to do that, they'll actually ask for healthier food? It's the craziest argument ever.
Whose kid is doing that? Whose kid is not fucking addicted to sugar after having it for a week straight?
It's fun. It's fun. I love where these dietitians go.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anything to justify eating the product that they're paid to.
Oh my God. Okay. Plus, there are ways parents can still provide their children cereal that they'll eat while lowering the added sugar. For instance, one of the easiest, most affordable, simple swaps we use in my kitchen is purchasing the fun fortified breakfast cereal. Fortified breakfast cereal.
Hell yeah, dude.
That my toddler expresses interest in, like Lucky Charms. And she's totally being paid by fucking Lucky Charms.
No, she's not, Robin.
And one whole grain, lower sugar option like Cheerios. And we do a 50-50
they're not owned
mix.
by the same company?
Oh my God, this fucking bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
While this won't work for everyone, trust me, I understand the determination. First of all, I'm pissed at that. I hate her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's all of them. That's all of it. Okay, anyway. So the articles got better thanks to their continued work.
Inclusive. And that is because of the action that many of you as dietitians took. You have influenced the nutrition narrative to be more positive.
Mannerisms.
You have changed the conversation.
She's acting like they fucking went to war.
Dude, I'm not joking. There's this video with the Marines of a guy that got really popular in the military. It's a I don't know what battle it was, but it's a guy talking to a group of Marines, and he's like telling them like, hey, you're about to go into war and you guys are devil dogs and you're gonna fucking do this, and like it pumps me the fuck up every time I watch it. But the exact same tone and the same shit that he says to like get them to like, hey, you're gonna go to fucking war, you're gonna fuck some people up. She has the same vibe.
Yeah.
Or it's like, you guys are our soldiers on the front lines of dietitians, and it's it's weird. It's weird.
And
I'm not comparing Marines and dietitians.
No, but he's the example. Is it propaganda?
Absolutely is. Oh yeah.
To be more inclusive. You are recommending.
I hate how she talks too. Doesn't it seem patronizing?
No, it seems like
I'm a child.
Yes, that. But also, it seems like she's just fluffing people up.
Yeah.
Like it's very. I'm seeing snake oil salesmen. Yes,
that's how it is. She's getting them all riled up. They just started drinking, having a good time. She's letting them all know, hey, you're here because you need to be, and you're protecting the world.
Yeah.
And then right when they think that they're protecting the world, you tell them, and this is how you can continue to do it.
Yeah, tell them to eat fucking cereal.
Yeah.
Eating more effectively across all demographics to help provide good nutrition recommendations for all Americans. But my God, the nutrition noise continues.
That was an edit. Sorry. Yeah.
Wait, what is nutrition noise?
This is just another part that I cut out of her speech that I thought was funny.
Okay, but I feel like they come up with all these like this new terminology, like nutrition noise, or
it's always, again, they always dilute verbiage. You can never say nutrition noise. Let's see what the headlines say.
Now, this is the noise that I call the gluttony and sloth.
She's sloshy, dude.
Yeah.
Sloth media approach that minimizes the complexity of health and well-being by the simplicity blame game of pointing the finger at processed foods, pointing the finger at lack of activity, and pointing the finger and having the gall to call the consumer lazy.
Yeah. First of all, I love that she says consumer and not patient. Yeah. Like they're the consumer. Yeah.
Well, they don't have patience.
Well, no, but it just seems very, I don't know, maybe capitalistic.
Yeah. It does feel like that.
Hey, they have to keep consuming, you know.
Yeah.
But I also love that she said the lack of activity. How dare you say that lack of activity is bad? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like what? Yes, it is.
It is bad.
Yeah.
No, I admit that I'm very sedentary, and I know that it's bad.
How processed foods can cause weight gain. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Easiest to follow. Why are Americans obese? You know, these are all the headlines they don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This noise is also amplifying that weight loss is easy and fast.
God, it sounds like she's like telling, it sounds like she's at a rally.
Yes.
And she's telling people we're about to like, people are hurting us.
Yeah.
Like it feels like that.
When did you hear that dieting's easy?
Never.
And that it's fast?
Never.
But she says it is.
And simple. Which weight loss is easy. This noise is also amplifying that weight loss is easy and fast and simple.
No, weight loss is like one of the hardest things I've ever done.
Yeah.
Do I say often that weight loss is free? I absolutely believe that weight loss is free. Like you don't have to buy things to lose weight. You just have to reduce, your intake.
An active will to say no to a cupcake.
Yeah.
And then eat a can of sardines.
But it's
how hard that is for like a kid?
Yeah.
You say even for an adult, that's hard, but you have to have it's a will. You have to have a strong will for it.
Yeah.
And which is what they don't like. I really do think that they want weak people.
They want weak people.
They want weak-minded individuals.
Weak-minded bitches.
Which we all know it is anything but that.
I agree.
But it goes beyond media headlines. The messages we have heard and the images we have seen have been ingrained in our society so much so.
I think she is like about to cry.
Yeah.
Like fake. Okay, you eat so Lindell. You eat so little. No wonder you're skinny. Whoa.
Yeah.
Your plate could feed an army. You can't outrun your fork. That's absolutely true.
No pain, no gain, yo.
Yep. Simplified messaging to help a complex problem.
Yeah, it's fun.
That they have not only been normalized and accepted as truth, but are celebrated with a righteous enthusiasm that has become a moral virtue. Categorizing people by the way they look, by the way they eat, and by the way they move into either good or bad.
I mean, look at it's a blatant manipulation.
Oh my God! Wait, hold on. I gotta show the crew. I gotta show the crew.
It's freaking blatant manipulation.
Look at this.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like ridiculous.
Oh my God, I love it so much. This is going to be the thumbnail.
Yeah. It's just nuts to me. It just feels like I'm in Dune and I don't know, like, doesn't it feel like you're just at like a weird rally?
Yeah, it feels like I'm at a rally and she's telling me about how could I word this? I feel like I'm at a rally and they're telling me that that we're about to go to war, like you had said earlier, or that like discrimination.
They're preparing you for something.
They're preparing me for something scary almost.
Yeah. Pizza's bad. The devil says that.
But also, nobody, I mean, there are situations where I've looked at larger people and I'm like, you're kind of a shitty person. But that usually involves somebody who's like over 600 pounds and they have a kid most of the time, if I'm being honest with you. But I never look at good people, like skinny people good, fat people bad. I don't do that. First of all, I think that you have to talk to people to know if they're good or bad, you know? Also, I love how butter is on the good side now.
I think that might be butter or gold bars.
Gold bars.
Yeah.
Gold bars.
Anyway, this one's almost over.
Okay.
But
So where does this leave the consumer?
it makes me
leaves them with
confused.
simple sounding, but very ineffective prescriptions for action.
What?
I hate that because literally, like, eat less, move more does work. But also, if that doesn't work for you, find another plan that works for you. Do some research.
It's just a damn word salad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simple sounding. Yeah. Shut up. All right. Anyway,
leaves them
this woman pissed me
confused.
off.
It absolutely leaves them overwhelmed, and it ultimately leaves them feeling shame.
Which is the enemy.
I don't think there's anything wrong with feeling a little bit of shame every now and then.
Oh,
Thus,
there's
the
only one
journey
more, guys.
and the work as nutrition leaders, nutrition educators, nutrition communicators, and nutrition influencers continues, propelling
right.
you and us to take another step forward on this journey to better help consumers.
All right. So that's the end of that. That was an introduction to like how
these symposiums go.
this shit works. Right? It's a sales pitch.
Yeah. Oh.
And they're getting credits.
Yeah.
For their license because they went.
They went and got drunk and then they got credits for it.
Would a person have gone to this if they didn't have to have credits?
No, probably not.
So something tells me that that's how they keep this whole thing going. Is they you have to have credits. But some people don't want to go to college. Some people want to have a good time, have a little bit of wine.
Yeah.
Right? So they just go to this conference.
It's a money
This conference,
grab.
It's 20 credits out of you have to have 75 every 5 years. It's 20 credits. You could do this every year and make your quota. You know?
$600 though.
Yeah. Well, that was I don't know. It was like $600 for like the top tier. I think it's like a multi-day thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you get credits for it. Now, I was unable to look up how many credits people got for this.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at some of them, you look up and you have to like sign up for it. It tells you like some of them are like 22 CDEs or whatever, depending on which one you go
basically.
to. The longer they are. But here's the thing. You get 15 or something for like a college credit semester.
What does
right?
that mean?
Which means like you're taking a class at college.
Oh,
right.
So in a semester, you only get 15, but you go one day, you get 22 credits.
You could get a whole bunch just going to the conference.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know.
I would do that. I would go to the conference.
Yeah.
I would go to the conference.
That's just, don't quote me on that. I'm not a dietitian, but that's from what I was looking at. It seemed like
from your layman's
Yeah.
brain.
Yes.
What's the word? From what you read, what you believe it to be. Okay.
It seemed like the conferences were the better option.
Mhm.
And what's at the conference?
Beer.
A sales pitch.
Oh, a sales pitch.
Yeah. Back to sloshy. This is back
So
to
I now
Amy,
wanna
and
take
this
this
is the
kind-
ending clip.
Okay.
To dig into the power of the cereal bowl. Hands down, one of the most misunderstood and hands down one of the most shamed foods in the grocery store. Tonight, I want to talk about the facts of ready-to-eat cereal and hopefully help you all feel confident and empowered to make ready-to-eat cereal a part of your recommendations as you deem fit.
Sales pitch. Yeah. You're just like, I'm hoping that I can convince you enough
to buy more General Mills cereal.
to make it so that when you talk to your consumers, your clients or whatever,
Yeah.
that you'll recommend cereal.
Yeah, I noticed that calling them consumers.
Yes.
Not clients, not customers.
That's how these corporations are. It's like the CEO of McDonald's calls the Big Mac
a product. Oh!
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm dying.
It's never food. It's never this. It's never that. It's always a consumer, a product. Yeah. It's always weird. It's all weird shit. It's because corporations have no fucking souls. Anyway.
I'm going to present to you two new and two very different published nutrition research studies. One that is focused on ready-to-eat cereal and nutrient intake, and the other which is focused...
You're only keeping the nutrient
intake.
Okay.
On ready-to-eat
Because
cereal.
when she went into body weight, it was like freaking 30 minutes. I was like, I'm not editing this shit. So.
Okay.
And body weight. We're first going to dig into the research study that is focused on ready-to-eat cereal and nutrient intake. Now, when we embarked on this research, we leveraged the coveted
whenever you're ready.
Dietary Intake Research Data Set, otherwise known as NHANES.
It's coveted.
And at the time that we embarked on this research, the latest NHANES data set that was available to us was from 2017 to 2018. And we broke out Americans into two distinct
Wait, no, keep going.
groups.
Can you control the space bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Oh, you wanted to keep going?
I'm ending this by looking up the study that she's about to use to make her sales pitch.
Okay.
All right. So I looked this up, RTE, cereal breakfast eaters, and nutrient intake. This is easy for anyone. Anyone that ever watches something ever again could be like, I actually have to look up the study and see what they actually said.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
All right?
So wait, what was the study?
The National Health Examination Survey 2017-2018. They put it in their article. They use this data set, the National Health whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then they put it in the RTE cereal breakfast eateries and nutrition intake article, right?
Okay.
It's like
what is this article for?
It's a study.
Okay.
This is what she's basically saying. Based off of this information, this is how I could tell you that breakfast is the best option.
For
someone, right?
Oh, let me make this a little bit bigger so they can see. They can also see.
Not the best option, a good option.
A good option to have.
Yes.
Okay. What is this?
So this study she's about to use to make her sales pitch, which is what I think it is. She's using the survey from 2017-2018, and the study is called RTE, whatever. That's basically called Ready to Eat.
Okay.
Cereal or whatever. And then when you look at it, so I looked it up because I wanted to see, like, okay, what study is she actually using? Was it legit? Right? Mm-hmm. Which I do think it's legit. I do think it's a legit study. But
into two distinct groups. Those that eat ready.
Okay.
Okay, so this says ready to eat cereal is an affordable breakfast option associated with better nutrition intake and diet quality in the US population.
Yes. Funded by General Mills.
Okay.
So this is a legit study funded by General Mills and Bell Institute of Health and Nutrition, which when you look at that name, you think that sounds like a pretty prestigious place.
Right.
Bell Institute of Health and Nutrition.
I'm like, oh, it's an institute.
Is General Mills' research arm. They own it.
Okay.
Yeah. So they own that, and you know that because you can go to the Bell Institute website. So the Bell Institute website, and it literally says the Bell Institute of Health and Nutrition is the company's source for scientific health, nutrition expertise that creates value and growth for General Mills.
Oh my God.
So their scientific arm basically just said that it's there to create growth for the company.
Yeah, we're here to sell General Mills.
Yes, which is nuts to me. And the abstract, you can read this if you'd like, but we're also going to put it in the
hold on a second
description. Did you just write?
What is an abstract of the study?
It's a summary.
I just want to make sure that I had it right too. I want to make sure I understand it. Okay, so
yeah, because it tells you how they did it. It tells you like the background, the results.
Does it have the results on there? Okay.
Yeah. So the abstract is a summary of the entire thing, and then like the rest of the article will show you that. But like it tells you what their methods are, just like how they had a whole bunch of kids.
Dietary data from 2,259 children ages 2 to 18 years old and such adults.
Yeah.
Were evaluated to compare nutrient intake adequacy Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Dietary quality and yada yada yada.
It's like today, Junior. Yeah. Really, I'm not going to read the whole study.
Right.
We're gonna go ahead and link that in the description.
Okay.
But really, the conclusion is ready to eat breakfast.
Cereal breakfast.
What they've concluded is may contribute to greater nutrient intake and diet quality in children and adults in the U.S. without increasing total daily meal costs. So their own company did their own research on themselves.
Yeah.
And then funded a study, which here's the thing. It's not like they're going through a college or they're going through a government where they pick who their data people are.
Yeah.
They pick.
It's not like the government was
company.
it's not like the government like indicted them to do that.
Yeah. Also, the Bell Institute also does, works with the CDC.
Oh, really?
So like all these companies, these big food companies,
they all have hands in
their
each other's
own
pockets.
research company arm.
Yeah.
But you don't know it because it's not called General Mills Research. It's called the Bell Institute, right?
I wonder why it's called the Bell Institute.
It sounds fancy.
Yeah.
It's called the Bell Institute.
But basically, if I'm thinking lawyeristically, that's not the word, but like technically, I mean, they're not wrong. Ready to eat cereal breakfast may contribute to greater nutrient intake, because it's fortified.
No, you're not wrong.
Right.
The thing is
and
when,
it's cheaper.
When we use this study, because that's just an opinion to me. I mean, yes, they could say that. I mean,
like in a court of law, they would pass.
Yeah, they could be like, okay, it does because it's fortified.
Right. And it's cheaper.
But it's also very
cheaper.
It's what is it called? It's well worded for you to be like, well, then that means cereal's good.
Yeah. They definitely worded it so that somebody, because I mean, not any Joe Schmo Blow is going to read this, is going to even look up an art like a what is this called? A journal, a study, right? But yeah, somebody could read the conclusion and be like, cereals are fine.
Yeah. But I wanted to end it with actually looking up the study that she talked about.
Yeah.
Seeing who funded it. Here's the thing. I didn't know who the Bell Institute was. All I wanted to do, and then from what I could research, I'm not going to say which employees on that list, on the author list of the study are, because I couldn't verify 100%. But I did notice that a couple of the authors of this study work at General Mills.
Okay.
But they don't work at General Mills. They work at the Bell Institute of Research, which is owned by General Mills.
General Mills. Yeah. That's like saying I work at Mr. Pibb, but I don't work for Coca-Cola, but you work for Coca-Cola.
That's basically like me trying to sell a lawnmower to someone. No, that's a bad example.
No, but
it's basically like funding my own research, funding my own newspaper, funding all like.
It's like saying like I'm funding research on why it's good to mow your lawn, but I'm also selling lawnmowers.
It seems like they've put together this very professional looking thing, which it is. Parts of it are professional. It's almost like, but it's all
they're the kind
biased.
They're the kind of people. It feels like it reminds me of the Lorax. They cut down all the trees so that they can sell you air.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like
and believe me, these corporations would do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you're a publicly traded company. What is your number one goal? Not your goal. Your number one duty, your fiduciary duty, is to only care about profit.
Money. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or you can be fine.
Yeah. And keep in mind these lobbying agencies. There's one lobbying agency. I'm not going to name them because they're pretty big, and I don't know if they go after me. But yeah, I was going to say. But they just were listed on the stock market a little bit ago, and you're like, okay, this is a lobbying organization for nutrition, right? They're for nutrition, but what is the duty of
a lobby?
A company that has their own lobbyists and journalists.
Okay, I won't include it, but tell me who it is.
Robin,
cut that out.
Yeah, it's basically a bunch of dietitians that work there and a bunch of like researchers and stuff, and their entire job is to send out advocates for companies to make it so that industry regulation favors the companies because they're lobbyists, right? But the thing is that company is also publicly traded, which means are they really going out to to go for
No.
nutrition, or are they going out to make as much profit as possible?
Exactly.
It's like any other public
I
company.
feel like anytime a company goes public, it's almost like they sell their soul. Like they're no longer caring about the people or the consumer. They only care about the money.
Well, they only care about their share price. I can't even say the shareholder. I'd say the share price.
Yeah.
Yes. But
but yeah, if this is a very, very well-known company that is their main goal was to make sure that Americans are receiving nutrition, and then they go and become openly traded. I'm like, oh, okay, so now nutrition's going to go out the fucking window, and you're going to do whatever you can to make this much money for your shareholders as much as possible.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. Let's look at the total daily nutrient and food group intake among those that eat cereal versus those that eat an other breakfast. What's the other breakfast? It's an accumulation of those 4 other breakfasts. I just showed.
The 4 items were eggs and some other
toast.
things. Yeah, it was eggs, toast, and it was like waffles. Yeah, so she's and then cereal.
Waffles
yeah,
so good. I
She was
wish we had a.
So that's what she talks about here.
To you momentarily ago. Now, we wanted to focus our research, so we looked at the very nutrients that the dietary guidelines for.
You know what's so crazy? She reminds me like the people who used to try and sell cigarettes. Like she's jumping through so many hoops to make cereal sound super healthy or the better option.
Well, it seems like the only way they feel like just because they add vitamins to it, it's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's crazy to me.
Like I think it's nice. Yeah. I do understand. Me personally, just what I've researched, I'm just a layman's person. I'm not like a scientist or anything. I know our soil's absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
We take multivitamins. I take a multivitamin.
Yeah. I went and got my blood drawn. The doctor lady was like, your folate's the best I've ever seen. I said, I know. Because I take a $50 multivitamin.
Actually, I'm not. I haven't taken my multivitamin. I've been doing the beef organs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ew.
But
and every one of us get more of in our daily diet. We looked at the food components of public health concern. I like to call them the big 4: calcium, vitamin D, potassium, and fiber. These are the 4
Wait. Underconsumed nutrients by life stage: infants and toddlers, zinc, protein, vitamin D, choline, and potassium. Adolescent girls and boys, phosphorus, magnesium. That's because our fucking soil is depleted. The phosphorus, magnesium, choline. Adolescent girls, protein, iron, folate, vitamin B6 and B12. Older adults, dietary protein, B12. Pregnant and lactating women, folate, iodine, and choline.
Just a bunch of shit.
Yeah. But you know what? We put all that shit in your cereal and it still tastes the same.
So you're good to go.
Yeah.
Just start that shit in the morning.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Single American 2 years and older is falling incredibly short on in their daily, not just a little short on, incredibly short on.
I want to know how. Yeah, she's very animated.
Yeah.
I want to know if I know she's like, it's not a little, it's a lot. I want to know what a lot means because a lot can mean different things.
Yeah. Well, maybe the Bell Institute can do a study on that.
Yeah, maybe they'll show us a graph. I mean, they probably lie about it.
In their daily diet. We also looked at what the dietary guidelines calls the underconsumed nutrients by life stage. Now, these aren't as bad as the big 4, but they're bad enough where their dietary guidelines recommends we get more of them in our daily diet. All right, let's take a look at the contribution of ready-to-eat cereal versus the other breakfast to daily nutrient intakes. And we're going to start.
The crazy thing is cereal's cheating. Because it's fortified. They're adding all those minerals.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, the other stuff's obviously not gonna. I mean, you can fortify maybe like Eggo waffles.
What's the
but
next thing she's gonna say? The best thing you can do if you want to eat eggs is put some cereal on top of it.
Right.
Yeah.
But like eggs have, if you eat plenty of eggs, you're gonna get everything you need. It's almost like they're over fortifying the cereal.
Yes, just like milk too.
Yeah.
And all the other shit.
Yeah. Why does milk? I don't think that milk needs to have vitamin D. That's like so weird that we still doing that.
Take vitamin
Just
D.
go outside.
Eat a whole food diet.
Get the fuck outside in the sun.
Start off with the
I
big
can't even see if I'm in a clip.
4: vitamin D, calcium, fiber, and potassium. And as you can see, ready-to-eat cereal breakfast contributed to 58% of the daily intake of
It's not fair. You are seriously adding it. That's why. That's so fucking...
No, it's because it's nutritious and the best product. It's better than eggs.
Vitamin D, 35% of the daily intake of calcium, and 27% of the daily intake of fiber and potassium, while the contribution of the other breakfasts was lower in each. So yes, total daily nutrient intake of the food components of public health concern.
It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off because it's like the only reason why they beat it is because you guys made sure in a lab to add more than the other foods so that you can sell it as healthier than fucking eggs.
Yes, that's the whole marketing strategy, which is why you see everything with stuff on it, with added protein, added all this. It's because they know that they're losing customers to Whole Foods.
Yeah.
You can't market a bell pepper.
No, yeah. There's no commercial for
there's
broccoli.
There's no commercial like bell pepper, the best thing. You know what I mean? You can't do that, but you can market other crap.
And if you did do a bell pepper commercial, they'd fucking freak out like they did with the Mike Tyson one.
Well, it's hard to market it. Cuties oranges. That's a product, I guess you could say, but really in the end, it's just an orange.
You know what's
it's a
crazy
tangerine.
though? That is a great. That's a great idea though. Maybe they do need to fucking make it fun. A big bag of bell peppers.
Yeah, well, that'd be easy to do. I mean, like bell peppers they're good for you.
Or the broccoli man or something like that.
But they know that they're losing to the Whole Foods because they know that people are moving away from it. Just look at all the people in your comments.
Well, because
I bet you. I mean, I'm sure some people eat cereal.
No.
I eat granola sometimes on yogurt.
On yogurt.
But
you should have got yogurt.
I try to do low grain granola, so it's mostly nuts and stuff like that. But I don't know. That's just my diet. I just think it's hilarious that this is just one. This is just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about
this is just one that I could publicly find. Think about all the other ones behind paywalls that are probably even crazier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is pissing me off though because it's like the only like you've literally. Yeah, right. We only eat Whole Foods
Coke
and
Zero.
Coke Zero.
Are higher among ready-to-eat cereal breakfast eaters. This trend continues when we look at the under-consumed nutrients. Ready-to-eat cereal contributed to a higher percentage of the daily intake of all of these under.
You're telling me that ready-to-eat cereal had more whole grain than eggs?
Oh, yeah. Well, I just think it's hilarious. The whole... This is not education to me.
No.
This is a sales pitch.
It's indoctrination, basically.
Yes.
It's like, here's what's... Okay, you guys want to get your credits for being a dietitian? We offer this class, basically a class, right? For $600, so you can get this many credits, but we're going to sell you cereal, and you need to sell your customers cereal.
Well, they're not saying you have to. They're
No,
just
but
saying
it's
we
like-
hope you do after all the stuff, good
Yeah,
stuff.
because I wonder too, because this isn't like a national thing. I mean, it's national, but it's not like people who are dietitians have options, so they don't have to go to the cereal one. They can go to like another one, probably, right?
But almost all of them are sponsored by some sort of a company.
Yeah. Can you imagine if there's like a sugar one? They're like, instead of drinking beers, they're all eating like cotton candies and shit.
Yeah, well, shit. I was really believe me, I was searching everywhere for like the dirty stuff, but like, it's hard.
Yeah.
It was hard to find this.
I think
this
that was
wasn't
the
even
other...
on the Total Dietitian Spring Symposium YouTube.
Yeah,
like this is on some other publishing company's YouTube that just ended up filming this one that one year. So
and
like,
that was the other
this was
thing,
hard to find.
That was the other thing too. That's why he kind of got interested in it. As you fell through that rabbit hole, and you're like, why is it so hard for me to find all of this weird stuff? You know.
It's all behind paywalls, and you have to put your dietitian number in so that they know a
I get,
dietitian's accessing it.
Yeah, I get that, but it's like, it does feel like a lot of stuff is hidden. Like the fact that the Bell Institute isn't just called Bell Institute by General Mills. It has to be kind of hidden because not everybody is that curious to look into that.
Well, if you were to say General Mills says that cereal is not that bad.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
but if you say the Bell Institute of Research
yes.
says that cereal's
and
not that bad.
That's why it's really, really important, you guys, if you're gonna start getting into like looking into like into like these medical studies or these medical journals, is always like you can do a control find, always see if there's a list of conflict of interest.
because that you're going to jump through some other rabbit holes that way too, because sometimes it's a little crazy. And I know some people say that a conflict of interest doesn't always mean that they're putting like thousands and thousands of dollars into the pockets of like of the laboratory assistants or whatever to skew the results, but I think it does make a difference. I really do.
Yeah. Also, I mean, it's kind of boring. I mean, like, you're going to be reading a bunch of boring articles written by a bunch of crazy freaking people. Not crazy people, but just like brain dead people. I think they're brain dead. They're just it's so obvious that they're trying to write an article that skews a specific way for a company.
Like, do they believe that? No, but they were paid to like write that way.
And they obviously can't say that they are. I mean, you can't say, and I can't say that they are doing it, but it feels like they are for sure.
Yeah.
This feels like a sales pitch to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was out of cut.
Their consumed nutrients, including whole grain, ranging from 56% to 27% of the daily intake, while the contribution of the other breakfasts contributed less. In fact, the only two underconsumed nutrients that the other...
Who in the fucking audience is going, oh my God, writing notes like, cereal is really good. Like, no, I wonder how many people are really, really that stupid to be like, oh my God, cereal is the best. And how many people are in the audience being like, I can't wait till this is over. I'm just here for my credits. This is fucking stupid.
All she has to do is convince one.
Oh, baby, you're so right.
Yeah. She just has to convince one, and then that practice wherever she works, will be pro General Mills,
pro cereal, and then it kind of I forget how well like word of mouth goes and how well like marketing goes and how well people can how influential even just like everyday people can be.
And I guarantee you, I don't know what foods General Mills makes, but I'm sure I eat some.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what they own.
I really don't know if we have anything General Mills in our house right now, though. I'm being 100%.
I don't. I wish I knew. See, that's another thing that we should probably do. Let's see who actually owns the food that we damn eat.
Well,
we eat a lot of Whole Foods.
I was going to say,
we eat like think vegetables.
The earth.
Yeah.
In protein, and for very good reason. Eggs naturally contain choline and are obviously a beautiful source of high quality protein. Cereal doesn't fortify with choline, and cereal is not a protein-centric meal. But outside of those two, total daily nutrient intake of the majority of these underconsumed nutrients was higher among ready-to-eat cereal breakfast eaters.
Okay, the crazy thing is that the percentages weren't that crazily off, and it appears you can still get plenty of the nutrients, like all the the minerals and the vitamins that you need that they're fortifying the cereal with, if you just ate more of the food. Like if you ate more eggs and
or if you just took a multivitamin.
Yeah, or if you just took a multivitamin.
Say, literally, I can avoid all this by just tell your kid to take a multivitamin and then feed them.
Yeah, a
whole food diet.
Yeah,
and
not even if you don't want to feed your kid a whole food diet, but if you just like reduce the cereal, I think that cereal is not a good food. I know some people are like, there's no such thing as a good or bad food. I think cereal is a bad food.
Well, you're propagandist.
I think it's a bad food.
Well, that's the end of it. Oh, dude,
We're
I'm
done.
kind of burnt out.
I'm a little burnt out too. Yeah, that happens a lot. Shit? That was 2 hours and 40 minutes. But
like after around like 2 hours, I was like, oh. Shit.
Yeah, I know. Well, see, maybe it's hard. That's why it's easy.
Well, you started bringing up articles. I was like, God damn, we're spending like 10 minutes on an article.
That's how my brain went.
Well, I hope there's substance. This is kind of my research, so you can kind of tell how smooth Robin's runs compared to me, because I don't do this all the time.
No, I think you did a great job.
And also, if I said like too many times, or if I interrupted Robin too many times, I'm so sorry.
Stop it.
I just don't like watching myself.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, then... Sorry.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Listen, you did a great job. You did the research. I really appreciate you doing that and coming out of the channel and doing that.
Do you feel like cereal's healthy?
No.
Go ahead in the comments.
Tell us in the comments what you think really about cereal, and do you feed your kids cereal? And
hopefully I convinced at least somebody one day to, if you ever hear a statistic, look it up and see who actually did the article, because really a lot of times they're pretty easy. Like someone says 70% of people die in car accidents or something. I know it's fake, but I'm just saying, just look that up on Google, and there'll be a bunch of studies, and you can see like what's the most quoted, what's the one that's like
what's the one that
most popular or the newest.
Yeah.
And then you're probably like, okay, maybe they were talking about that one, and then just go look at it and see like who's the authors.
Yeah.
Where did the authors work?
Right.
And the only reason I can't say that is in that article that I pulled up at the very end of the video. I know that those people worked at the Bell Institute, but now I can't say what employees because they couldn't verify all of them.
Yeah.
And I don't want to claim that one of them does or doesn't, just because their LinkedIn says it. But I know that they work there. And all you have to do is look at who the author is. Who's the company that did it? Is the company actually the company, or are they under a different name?
Yeah. Are they working as a DBA?
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. The world seems fake.
Yeah. Fake and gay.
Yeah. So if anyone tells you, no, go ahead, eat what you want. Don't let shame get you. Intuitive eating, eat what you want. Do what you want and all that kind of stuff. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit that corporations want you to do because they want you to consume. That's all I'm saying.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. All right, everybody. If you like the video, go ahead and drop a like. Nope. Is that how I say it? I don't say that. I don't say drop a like.
We're so burnt out after
I know,
that.
right? All right, everybody. That's the end of our video. If you haven't already, please consider giving me a subscribe. If you liked the video, don't forget to like the video and leave us in the what should we
like the video.
What should we do for an emoji?
An emoji.
Yeah. A bowl of cereal.
Cereal, if they got it. Do they have that emoji?
I think so.
Oh, yeah?
If they don't have a bowl of cereal, then leave us. No, just if they don't have it, figure it out.
Bowl of cereal would be wonderful.
If you,
the most nutritious icon.
Yeah. If you made it all the way to the end, please leave the most nutritious food icon, which is the bowl of cereal, in our comment section. Let us know what you want us to cover next. What did you think about this video? And yeah.
And I probably shouldn't be drinking Coke.
We should be drinking Pepsi. Just kidding.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. What do you say? Thank you.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Goodbye and farewell.
Tenga buen día. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I need to learn from the last video because I interrupted her a lot.
You are fine. I'm going to cut that. You are totally fine.
No,
We're having a conversation. Okay.
Keep that in. No, I just interrupted you.
Yeah. She was like, shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.